I'm going to demonstrate adding a new feature to an existing app, which uses a new API that hasn't been created yet. So this is a really common situation for developers building kind of API dependent systems, microservice developers, that kind of thing. We have a new API that we want to call out, or a new API feature. It doesn't exist yet, but we want to build out the functionality. We want to build out the code that's going to call the API, and we want to build a mock that we can use while we're developing, and that we can use to prototype the design of that API, and that we can then share with our teammates. So this is what I'm going to show how to do here. So it's going to be based on this kind of dashboard app which I generated in Cursor. At the moment it calls these two APIs, IP API to find my location, and weather API, and renders a weather dashboard. I'm going to add a new tile on here that shows a quote for the day, and that's going to pull from an API that's a quotations API that doesn't exist yet. So again, I'm in Cursor. I've attached the prototype WireMock MCP server to Cursor. I have my code base open and ready to go. And I've sort of pre-baked a prompt asking the Cursor agent to build this new feature out for me. So I'm asking it to add a new quote of the day tile to the web page, and it should call from an API that doesn't exist yet. This API should be mocked in WireMock.cloud, and the app should be configured to use this mock while in development, like with the other APIs. So let's kick that off. Okay, so the agent has just created a new mock API and is now generating the mock configuration, the stubs for that mock API, and it's just imported those. So now it's updating the project in order to make use of this API. So now it's generating the UI component that's going to go on the page next to the weather tile. While it's doing this, let's go and have a look in WireMock Cloud at the API that it's hopefully generated. So there we go, we've got quote for the day API. And it's generated a number of different configurations in there, which is good. And then we have this example of what a quote looks like. So there's the quotes, there's the author, and there's the year. So that looks good. Okay, and it seems to have finished. And it's now restarted the app on port 3001 by the looks of things. So let's go over to the updated version running on the different port. And hopefully it should have two tiles on here now. Great, okay, so now you see we've got this quote of the day. This Steve Jobs quote, and that aligns with the data that we saw in this stub here. We should be able to go to the request log, and we'll see it did indeed call out to the stub. So that's it, and that shows how you can prototype a new API, build a mock of it, integrate it into your app, and thus make progress in developing your app's feature, and also validating and evolving the API design that you need in order to support that feature.